New Wellness Olympia champion Eduarda, first place, taking the title from Isa, wins the competition. A lot of people shocked, a lot of people wondering how it happened. And in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and break down for you Eduarda versus Eduarda, where she was 2024 versus today, where she was when she won this title, and how that may have happened, and ultimately what this means for you. If you want to compete in wellness, where is wellness going the rest of this season, the short bit of time we have left this season, and especially into 2026? If you want to be a wellness competitor, any level, I promise you this video is going to help you. Subscribe, follow along, give me a thumbs up. We got a lot more coming. Olympia, we ain't going to stop talking about it for months. First, I want to tell you this. I got a 7-day free coaching trial. You've been watching the channel, or even if it's your first time, grab your phone right now, go to this link, teamfflex.com/7-day trial. You can train with me free for 7 days, okay? Totally awesome experience. I will give you feedback on your physique, help you with your posing, build you training splits, literal specific exercises that are built for you, your physique, help you with nutrition, whatever it is. I'm your coach free for 7 days. I am going to get rid of this experience eventually. We're already kind of in the process of phasing this out. So if you want to get this, it's totally free. You don't have to pay for nothing. You're not putting credit card info. It's not one of those things where you do the trial and then at the end of the 7 days it charges you. No, this is totally free. You will learn a lot. I hear constantly how this has changed competitors' paths and helped them do better across the board, save them years and years of wasted time, energy, and effort trying to figure it out. Come do it. 7 days free. Type it in. You could literally be talking to me in the platform by the end of this video. It takes 1 minute to sign up. All right. Eduarda versus Eduarda. Here we are. 2024 Eduarda right here on the screen, taking, third place at that point, to now dethroning Isa and winning. So first thing we will see, massive improvements across the board. Like, she didn't miss a single thing to improve on. She improved every single area of her physique by this time. And, Eduarda, she's a fairly new competitor. She was kind of up and comer. It makes sense for her trajectory. She's definitely most improved out of all the wellness athletes. Let's take a look. So shoulder shape here, pretty solid, showcases well, tapers in. She has good balance between the bicep and tricep. Everything is there. Lower body, we see some good glute shape from the front, upper glute. It's all there. It's filled out. It's good to go. It's shape. It's wellness. No doubt, right? She brought it. It was third best in the world. Awesome. Really had it. Over here, it's like, what the heck just happened? Stepped into, a growth machine or something, because she brought a lot more shoulder fullness, even a tighter waist taper, very dramatic V-tapered look, and so much more glute density, so much more quad density than she did over here. So her glute development just went to the next level. Upper glute totally built, filled out. She's got bigger quads. She's got more muscle. She brought really tight, similar level conditioning. Honestly, a little bit tighter over here this year than she did over here. She just did literally she improved in every single point she would have needed to, in other words, to come up and take over. And I did do a separate video on Isa versus Isa, so if you didn't watch that one yet, check that out. So I'll have a full video on the top 16 from this year's Olympia, really highlighting why, some fan favorites even were not in those callouts and where that direction is really going. But this is definitely, looking at this, just in this front alone, massive improvements. More fullness to the shoulders. Her biceps and triceps still don't overpower. They stay in about the same spot. Midsection looks pretty good overall here. It looks better than it does here, right? It's tighter, it's leaner, it's more narrow. It's bringing it all through. And her lower body is massively improved. Just so much more muscle, so much more muscle density, more of that upper glute fullness, everything. So she really did, honestly, not miss the mark anywhere. She improved every single point of her physique from last year to this year. And when we look to the back, let's take a look, because that's where it's just like, okay, all right, like massive differences. You look over here, 2024. So, she had good shoulder shape, tapered in very well. She still had good structure in the glutes. Upper glute, a little bit more depleted, not as filled out, right? Her glutes overall, they look like they're still in transition, like growing from one point to another, right? They're not fully there. This pose, looking at both these, it's like before and after. Before, after, right? Like massive differences, big changes. A lot more of, her shape was just improved. But we're seeing over here just a little bit of that tie-in. It's not specifically as hard as, developed as it could be. And her quads, her hamstrings are not really as big or as full either. It almost, from this angle, looks like her glutes are a bit overpowering compared to what's going on. They have more like that kind of 3D projection, but not necessarily in the way that we would want to see. It looks imbalanced, right? It looks like you need more quads, you need more hamstrings, you need to reshape this. All the stuff that I said last year when I reviewed her physique. And then we look over here. Well, every single thing yet again improved, right? Bigger shoulders here from the back creates a better aesthetic up top, a good taper in. It's all dialing in, and lower body is night and day different. It is massive differences. So more overall glute density and development very clearly, right? Like we can see there's just a lot more glutes going on, a lot more of that upper glute shape going on than there is over here. The tie-in is popping through, it's cutting through, it's a lot more development creating that. And her quads, her hamstrings, everything is looking bigger. She's also showcasing better condition overall, where we can see, more of the hamstrings, more of the tie-in, more of the quad shape. So she improved literally every single marker. This does not even look like the same competitor. Like, honestly, as a coach who does this for a living, that does not look like the same competitor, yet it is. So, Eduarda was most improved. She really brought a lot more muscle. She really brought a lot more shape. And, her physique is in a spot here where she may be able to retain this title for a very long time. And, her and Issa fairly close in placings. Issa improved some markers a lot, too, in her lower body. Not as many in her upper, and I have a whole video on it. I'm going to have a whole separate video of them side by side, just a little bit more comparisons, too, a little more in depth for you. So stay tuned for that. But, it's a pretty clear message from the judges, I would say. Really focus on your lower bodies and wellness. Go figure, right? The division where that's the goal. Judges are looking for more of it right now. They don't want the mass monster look. They don't want the big shoulders, the super lean. They don't want that stuff that's been going on in this division on and off since its inception. What they do want is a lot of lower body density, a lot of lower body fullness, a lot of upper glute, a lot of glutes, a lot of tie-in. All this needs to showcase and come through. So wellness athletes, it's a damn good time to be building for the 2026 season, right? Because that's going to be a lot of competitors' feedback, 2026 in wellness. More build more, right? And that's what we're going to see, okay? So, yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this. Is that crazy? Do you think Issa should have won? Do you think Eduarda clearly has it? Do you think she's going to hold this title a while? Drop it in the comments, let me know. And, of course, don't miss out. Right here. Don't miss out on this. I want to see you in my app. Talk to me. Let's go. Coach Rye is out.